How's it going, Welcome to the Great Green North Lawn Care, where I'll take your lawn from being brown and disgusting to being green and beautiful in an entire year, with 3 main strategies that I'm going to go over in the next following 3 videos coming out every Sunday. Today we're going to be talking about proper mowing strategies, then we're going to be talking about your fertilizer plan for the year, and then finally we're going to be talking about weeds and weed control. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so everybody thinks that fertilizer and weed controls and having the best products to put on your lawn and product, I have to fertilize, I gotta spray weeds, I gotta spray fertilizer, is the best way to have the greenest lawn on the block. And sometimes that's not even what you need. What you need to have the greenest lawn on the block is to have correct mowing practices. And these mowing practices will give you amazing green up without any product involved. And I have proven this through my lawn as I use these perfect mowing practices year after year after year, and even reducing the amount of watering I do in the summer and reducing the amount of the fertilizer I need all year. It keeps my lawn the greenest on the street. The main question that everybody asks, number 1, how high do I have to mow? And everybody, the amount of people that I hear, oh, I hate cutting the lawn, I'm going to cut it low, and then I'll go out and cut it low every month. That is the absolute worst thing you can do for your lawn. 1, when you cut the lawn way too low, you're breaking the 1/3 rule, which is one of the most important rules when it comes to mowing. You don't want to mow off 1/3 of the grass blade at any time. So most of the time, if your lawn is growing normally, it's about every week you should go out and mow. But if you start to learn and look at the lawn and learn where you need to cut, sometimes you can start to adjust that. Maybe you're under a week in the spring, maybe you're over a week in the summer. But you're treating your grass properly by cutting off 1/3 of the grass blade at a time. Now, we all are busy and life gets in the way, and sometimes it happens to me as well, and you have to do those painful mows where you have to cut off more than 1/3. Either it's rained for 7 days straight, your lawn's growing like crazy, but you haven't been able to get out there and cut it because of all the rain. What I would suggest to do there is raise the mower deck up to the highest setting and just hack it down. Go crazy, cut it, and then after that, drop it to the setting that you're cutting at and cut it then. Cut it a second time. Do a double cut. It will give you a cleaner cut, and it will also help the grass recover a little bit more. Now, people are going to ask, how high do I cut my lawn at? And most people I find like shorter lawns. However, I'm going to try to encourage you guys to cut your lawn tall. And the reason for this is it's just basic science. The larger the leaf surface, the more sunlight it can take in, the more photosynthesis and sugar that plant can produce, the better the grass is going to grow. As well as this, it shades the root system in the summer, which causes a slower dry out period and makes your lawn not go gray instantly in the summer like those short lawns can. Here's what I'm going to encourage you guys to do. For your first cut in the spring, you got to clean it up, clean everything up. You guys are going to cut at 3 inches. For your second cut, and your third and your fourth and your fifth, slowly raise it up from 3 inches to 4 inches. I would expect probably about middle of May to be cutting at 4 inches or 3.75 if you don't want to go all the way up to 4. Next thing is, all summer long, I want you guys to cut your lawn at 4 inches all summer long. Shade that root system, keep those leaves up to absorb that sunlight, and it will help your lawn stay green longer if you cannot do irrigation. Now, irrigation is a thing to help green your lawn up in the summer, and we'll move on that later, but continue with mowing heights. You're going to do the same thing you did in the spring in the fall. You're going to start at 4 inches in September, then you're going to slowly lower it down to finally ending off the year with 3 inches. This will help clean up leaves and crap that's sitting in the lawn. However, it will also help with dead growth that will happen in the wintertime when the snow mats down the lawn. If your lawn is really tall and that snow comes and squashes those blades all down, like the glaciers did, it's just a miniature glacier, that's all you gotta think about, because it slowly moves as it melts, even though you can't see it. It squashes all those grass blades down, and if you have a lot of grass blades, a lot of material, that's gonna help you build up a large thatch layer, which you don't want. So you're gonna end your season by cutting at 3 inches, cutting that grass down so you have less thatch, less winter growth, less damage after the winter. Finally, I want you guys to cut your lawn twice a week. Now, most people are going to say, this is ridiculous. Why am I cutting my lawn twice a week? I'm not cutting anything off. You will see a difference. This is not a lie. The first time I heard this was last year. I heard cut your lawn twice a week. First thing I was thinking, that's a lot of gas, and that's a lot of my time that I got to be out for an hour, hour and a half every week cutting the lawn. Now, I was a lawn care nut by that time. I was influenced by Alan Hain, Brian Knorr, Connor Ward, and I was getting in there and I was loving cutting the lawn twice a week. The growth pattern on my lawn changed dramatically. From the start, it was just growing a little bit in between each cut, but by the end of the month, I had to cut twice a week or else my lawn was going to be overgrown. My lawn was growing like crazy, thickening up, becoming super thick, because if you keep cutting off that top layer of the grass blade, the grass is going to be like, oh yeah, you keep cutting me off, and it's going to stop focusing on growing up and focus on growing out. And that's how you will get the thick, lush, green lawn that we're all striving for every year. Finally, we're going to talk about mower blades. Dull mower blades rip the grass blade and don't only give the lawn a browny tinge that doesn't look very nice, however, it allows insects and disease to get into your lawn. So what I'm going to encourage you guys to do to stop this is sharpen your mower blades 4 times a year. That's right, 4 times a year. I would encourage you guys, if you could, to get a bench grinder to be able to sharpen your own blades. They're under $100 and you get them at any hardware store, and it's very easy to sharpen your own blades. If you're not about using a bench grinder, that's okay. Once every season, spring, summer, and fall, flip that lawnmower over, take out the spark plug, take that bolt off, take that blade off, take it to your local sharpening place. They'll sharpen it up nice for you. In probably 2, maybe 3 days, you'll be able to pick it up, put it back on your mower, and you'll cut the grass and keep disease and insects from getting into your lawn, and it will help your lawn improve. So that's the 3 tips about mowing. Mowing practices are the most important thing to have the best growing lawn. It doesn't matter how much you fertilize, it doesn't matter how much you water, it doesn't matter how many weeds and crap is in your lawn. If you don't mow it properly, your lawn is going to look bad, and I'll guarantee it. You'll get a lime green tinge on your lawn, you'll get a gray tinge on your lawn, you'll get a brown tinge on your lawn. Your lawn is not going to look good if you don't mow it properly. The final thing that I'm getting discouraged here, which I'm not going to count, don't cut under 2 inches. Cutting under 2 inches, if you don't have the correct grass and you're not using a real mower, it just rips and tears the blades, and it's really not good for the lawn. I would encourage you guys, if you want to go under 2 inches and you want to have that very golf course-like surface, try looking into real mowers. If you want a channel that's going to help you with that, go check out Connor Ward's channel, The Lawn Rebel. He cuts his lawn at 1/8 of an inch, sometimes 3/4 of an inch, and his lawn looks great, but he is focused on real mowers. So that's it. Let's conclude the 3 things that we talked about that's going to help you have a great lawn this season with mowing practices. First of all, you're going to cut your lawn at 4 inches in the summertime and 3 inches in spring and fall, dialing up in between those all season. Second of all, you're going to cut your lawn twice a week, making sure that that lawn is going to start to spread out instead of up, focusing its energy on out and root growth, keeping the lawn nice and thick and lush all season long. Finally, you're going to sharpen your mower blades 3 to 4 times a season, making sure that you have those sharp blades not tearing the grass blade, keeping your lawn healthy and green all year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first installment on how to have the greenest lawn on the block. If you did, I would encourage you guys to hit that subscribe button down below. There's going to be tips coming every single week here from the Great Green North, spring, summer, and fall, to how to have a great lawn this season. I would encourage you guys to also hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. And I hope to see you guys in the Great Green North.